Well, good afternoon and welcome to Tuesday's Tips Live here on Facebook with Michael, me being Michael. Thanks for checking us out. We're getting good feedback, so thank you for all the feedback. If you're watching this post session, thank you for checking it out, watching post session. So today's tip is one of the subjects I just love teaching about. When I talk about this in training classes, it's one of those things that really resonates. It's all about meetings, 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 meetings. And whether you're doing virtual meetings or whether you're doing face-to-face meetings that are social distance, or some of our clients going back to work now, meetings are one of the biggest wastes of time ever, ever, ever. People meet for all the wrong reasons at all the wrong times with all the wrong participants with no focus and no agenda. And that's just the beginning. So we're going to talk about meetings today. I'm going to give you some tips about meetings, but we do a whole training class on meetings. I do a whole half-day session on fearless facilitation, properly running meetings. So if you're interested in that, send me a DM wherever you're seeing this, and I'll give you more information about that. But meetings are a major time waster, and I'll give you some of the reasons why. I'm going to go to my notes. No real purpose of the meeting. People meet for the most, whatever. It's like whatever. We're just meeting because we're meeting. No real purpose of the meeting. No objectives of the meeting. Wrong people are present. People in the meeting that don't really need to be there. They shouldn't be there. No agenda. I cannot tell you how often that happens. I work with teams. I talk to them about, they come into one of their team meetings. I'll ask the team leader or leader to send me the agenda. Oh, we don't have an agenda. We just kind of figure it out as we go. How's that going for you? Have an agenda. People aren't prepared. Everybody should participate in the meeting. Everyone should have a role in the meeting. Everyone should participate in preparing for the meeting. Somebody should be there to take notes. Someone should be there to keep time. Somebody should be there to update people on what happened at the last meeting. Everybody should have a role. Starting late, ending late. For those of you who know me, when I teach, I like starting on time and ending on time. I cannot tell you how many folks, team meetings I've gone to, meeting's supposed to start at 2, it's 2:15. Half the people aren't there, the leader isn't there. It's like, what is going on here? Oh, it's just the culture. Well, the culture can change. Have your meeting start on time and end on time. No results and no decisions. People are meeting just to meet. When we were back in the physical, back at workplace, I would talk to teams like, Michael, we meet every Tuesday at 2 o'clock for an hour. Why? Well, because we just do. The donuts are there, the coffee is there. It's kind of a social gathering. I'm all for social gatherings, but social gatherings should be done at social times. Meetings are business meetings. We actually cost out meetings for teams. The average meeting in the Washington, D.C. area per hour is about $1,000. If you take a look at all the price talent you have in the room, it's about $1,000 an hour for the meeting. If you have a meeting, it costs $2,000. 2-hour meeting is $2,000. I asked the team leader, if your team meetings are not successful in the 2 hours, you should cut a check for $2,000 and hand it to the CEO. And if you had to do it every time one of your meetings weren't successful, believe me, your team meetings would be successful. Now, in the virtual world, it's just as important to stay organized. I know that there are a lot of folks that are into each other's calendars and they drop meetings into each other's calendars all the time now. I hear this from my clients. Try to stay away from that. Ask permission for somebody to join your meeting. Just don't dump a meeting on them, because you can dump a meeting on them. Ask permission. Make an agenda and make it stick. Be prepared for the meetings. Use other tools other than meetings. Geez Louise, we have all these technology tools now. Why do you actually have to meet? If you're going to update on projects, use a doc system. Use Google Docs. Use Dropbox. Use OneDrive. Use something else to update people on projects. Don't get all of those people together, spend $1,000 an hour to have a meeting that is not going to be worth your time. Not going to be worth your time. And then try to build from meeting to meeting to meeting. At the end of each meeting, summarize who's going to do what, by when, who's responsible for what, and rotate those roles. Somebody should be note taker, somebody should be timekeeper, somebody could be in charge of the parking lot. If you don't know what the parking lot is, let me know. Send me an email, I'll let you know about the parking lot. So, meetings are a big time waster. Don't schedule meetings unless you really need to get everybody together to have a productive meeting that's going to accomplish something specific. If it's just a gathering to get around on a Tuesday afternoon, do that at night, do it at lunchtime. Keep meetings focused. Don't waste time at meetings. I wish you successful meetings. This is Tuesday's Tips with Michael Live. Come back next Tuesday. I got another tip for you. Have a great week. Stay out of unproductive meetings. Don't call unproductive meetings. Have a great week.